There you go.
It was in the 5th division, right? And I was playing there for a couple of years. A lot of injuries. I was 19, I think, and then I had this option to come to the US.
Wow.
So I have a friend in Spain that played with. He did the same. He came to play college to the US, a Spanish guy. He knew Niall Creek, USAO, and they got in contact. And he told me, "Hey, you wanna go to play to the US?" And because I was having so many injuries already, those 2 years with my ankles, and I don't know, I was like, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even look the college. I was like, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was like, the US, play for a couple of years. I was already in college in Spain. I was gonna be a transfer. I'm like, okay, a couple of years playing soccer in the US. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna see how it is. I'm gonna see if I can get back my level.
And then I'll come back to Spain and live the rest of my life in Spain.
Yes, that was my plan, and here I am. But yeah, that was the idea. And when I came, my freshman season was amazing, and you can talk to Hans.
That's crazy. Out of all the places in America, you showed up to Chickasha, Oklahoma.
Yes, and I have a really, really nice memory. And again, I'm really grateful for Chickasha. But it's true, like when you come from a big city like Madrid and you come to...
you land in Oklahoma City, or...?
Yeah, I land in Oklahoma City, and then Niall Creek pick us at the airport, and a couple of players, and
then they pick you up.
They drove, like, they keep driving.
Where are we going? Ya me asaltaron, like, where are we going?
Yeah. And then we end up in Chickasha, and again, the soccer program is great. USAO.
You had Coach Hampton.
Yes, and Hampton ran the program. Really different coaching from Europe. Also,
really different coaching from Europe.
Yes, like
that must have been a shock. You go from Europe, Spain, 100% coaching, to show up to Hampton. No joke. I've never been coached by him, but I can just, from the stories I've heard, from the podcast I had with him, he has this energy that you just...
and again, like, imagine if you come here and I couldn't speak the language well. I couldn't understand it well either. Well, honestly, I was talking with Niall Creek the other day, and he reminded me this story that I'm going to say right now. Like, I remember the first game. We went to Baker University. I don't know what it is exactly, and it was my first game. I just arrived like a week ago. Like, I couldn't understand anything. And Hampton was giving a speech in the halftime. He wasn't happy. We were not playing well, and we were under the lights in one corner. And I remember with the music and everything, he was talking and I couldn't understand absolutely nothing. So I got distracted and I started looking somewhere. And then I hear, Juan Lucas. He yelled at me. Like, I didn't understand what he told me, honestly, at that point. But he got really mad because I wasn't listening, of course. And he was right, but then he talked with me. And then I got used to it. And again, I learned so much from him. So much about how to be, I mean, not just as a player, like, because I think when I was a player in Spain, I wish I had a coach like him before to learn how to be like a better athlete, like a better like person. I'm not kidding. Like the way he motivates us before the games, the way he teaches like how everything requires like sacrifice and everything, and so many things like kids nowadays, even me when I was younger, we take things for granted. Like this is how it's supposed to be now. Like, no man, it can be like take away from you at any time. Like this is not.
How is that? What he made him different for you?
Oh yes, like he changed my way of seeing. I mean, I'm not gonna say even soccer. Like changed the way of seeing life. I was used to like and that's why probably I didn't make it as a soccer player, because I was really technical, with the ball, really good decision making, but the moment things were starting to get a little bit difficult or injured or stuff, mentally I was like, if a game was getting tough, a couple of people tackle me, I was like, I'm not gonna go the next play, unconsciously, not even thinking about it. And he changed my mind a lot. And I remember that freshman season, I started like a little bit like getting used to the type of playing because it was different, more direct, all that stuff. But I remember I ended up the season being the top scorer of the team, playing great.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I scored. Honestly, I was, before in Spain, I was more like a number 10. I like to give the last pass. I was like to connect with the last line. But here they wanted me to play as a striker or in the wing, and I ended up scoring like a lot of goals. And then in my sophomore season, I decided like to take one step forward, and I got so fit during the summer. I didn't stop. I remember I have like a 7% body fat percentage. I was like really lean, like fast. I was, and then in my first conference game at Oklahoma City University, I tore my ACL. One play on my own, I just turned.
On your own?
Yeah.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, I was gonna turn. My foot got stuck on the ground, and and I tore my ACL. Honestly, everything happens for a reason. If I don't turn my ACL in that moment, I wouldn't be here. I would have
gone to Spain to do your coaching license, like you said.
I would have finished everything happened for a reason. And probably I would have ended that season because that was going to be my last season. And then I decided to recover and stay one more year, even if it wasn't great because I couldn't really play. And I end up here, right? If I don't get to turn my ACL in that situation, like probably I would have at the end of the season come back to Spain. And try to play. Well, who knows what would have happened because I was playing at a decent level, but yeah,